In a world that constantly tries to define who girls should be, it's more important than ever to ask, what do girls truly value? Behind the stereotypes, trends, and expectations, there are core principles that many girls hold close to their hearts, principles that shape their decisions, relationships, and sense of identity. These values are not just ideals, they are guiding lights that help girls navigate the challenges of growing up, finding their voice, and becoming who they truly are. From the need to be respected, to the desire for real connection, freedom, safety, and the chance to express themselves fully, these values reflect a deeper longing to live authentically and boldly. Understanding them not only helps us support the girls in our lives but also reminds us of the strength and insight they carry within. Let's take a closer look at 5 key values that many girls deeply care about, and why they matter so much. Respect. Respect is a cornerstone value for many girls, as it signifies recognition of their worth as individuals. It goes beyond just basic courtesy and involves honoring their boundaries, thoughts, and feelings. When girls are respected, they feel valued, which fosters a sense of belonging and self-worth. Respect is also closely tied to the idea of equality. When a girl is respected, she is seen as an equal in any relationship or situation, whether personal, professional, or social. Respect is particularly important in relationships. When someone treats a girl with respect, they show an understanding that she is more than just her appearance or external traits. Her opinions, ideas, and experiences matter, and her autonomy is honored. This creates a safe space for healthy communication, where both people can express themselves freely without fear of judgment or belittlement. For instance, when making decisions together, whether it's about future plans or even day-to-day choices, respect means that her voice is heard and taken seriously. It encourages mutual understanding and fosters trust, which strengthens the relationship overall. Additionally, respect in a broader sense extends to how girls are treated in society. In a world where gender stereotypes and expectations often try to define what a girl should be, respect means empowering her to make her own decisions, pursue her passions, and live authentically. Girls who feel respected are more likely to have higher self-esteem, set healthy boundaries, and develop strong, fulfilling relationships. In short, respect creates an environment where a girl can thrive, knowing that her value isn't based on meeting others' standards or expectations, but on her inherent worth as a person. This respect is fundamental not only to personal happiness but also to the pursuit of goals and dreams, as it gives her the confidence to take on challenges and assert her needs in any setting. Authentic relationships. Many girls highly value authentic relationships because they offer a deep sense of emotional connection, honesty, and mutual trust. In a world that often pushes people to wear masks or filter their true selves, authentic relationships provide rare and precious spaces where a girl can be completely genuine, without fear of rejection, judgment, or comparison. An authentic relationship is one where both people can express their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs openly, and those expressions are met with empathy and respect. For girls, especially during their formative years, these kinds of connections are essential for building a strong sense of identity and emotional resilience. Whether it's with friends, family members, romantic partners, or mentors, having someone who sees them for who they truly are, flaws, dreams, moods, and all, can be incredibly grounding. Girls often seek and treasure relationships that go beyond surface-level interactions. They may want conversations that are real and meaningful rather than shallow or performance-based. When someone listens without trying to fix everything or dismiss emotions, it builds trust. When someone sticks around even during difficult moments, like mood swings, life transitions, or emotional breakdowns, it communicates loyalty and depth. In contrast, in authentic relationships, where there's gossip, competition, manipulation, or emotional distance, can feel draining or even harmful. Girls often develop a strong sense of emotional intuition and can tell when someone is not being sincere. That's why they might distance themselves from people who seem fake or only show up when it's convenient. Authentic relationships also help girls grow. They encourage self-reflection and provide a mirror for learning who they are. When a friend offers honest feedback, lovingly challenges a bad habit, or encourages growth, it helps her evolve without fear. These relationships create emotional safety. A place to vent, dream out loud, cry, laugh, and just be. Ultimately, authentic relationships are not just comforting, they are empowering. They form the foundation of a supportive emotional life and give girls the courage to face challenges, speak up for themselves, and trust in their own worth. In a fast-paced, image-driven world, Being known and loved for who you really are is a rare and powerful thing, something many girls will choose to protect and prioritize. Independence. Independence is a deeply valued principle for many girls because it represents freedom, confidence, and self-determination. At its core, independence means having the ability to think, decide, and act on one's own terms, without being controlled, overly influenced, or defined by others. It's about knowing who you are, what you want, and having the courage to go after it. For many girls, valuing independence starts early. As they grow up, they often navigate expectations from family, peers, society, and media about how they should look, act, or live. Choosing independence means stepping away from these pressures and instead making choices that align with their true self. This could show up in many forms: pursuing a passion that others don't understand, setting boundaries in a relationship, or simply saying no to something that doesn't feel right. Independence also plays a crucial role in building self-confidence. When a girl is encouraged to explore her abilities, take responsibility for her actions, and solve her own problems, she learns how capable she truly is. She develops resilience, because even when she fails, she knows the path she took was her own. That sense of ownership makes her stronger, more resourceful, and better prepared for life's challenges. This value doesn't mean being completely alone or never asking for help. Rather, it means having the inner strength to make decisions and trust oneself, while also knowing when and how to lean on others without losing personal agency. In friendships and romantic relationships, independence allows a girl to keep her identity intact, to love and connect without becoming dependent or losing her sense of self. Furthermore, independence empowers girls to pursue education, careers, travel, creative projects, and personal goals without waiting for approval or permission. It helps them walk away from toxic situations, speak up when treated unfairly, and believe that they are enough on their own. It also encourages leadership and initiative, allowing girls to become role models for others. In essence, independence is not just a value, it's a tool for building a fulfilling life. It gives girls the power to shape their futures, stand tall in their uniqueness, and know that they are in control of their own story. Safety and trust. Safety and trust are foundational values for many girls because they create the emotional and physical environment needed to thrive. Without them, it's difficult, if not impossible, to form meaningful connections, express vulnerability, or grow with confidence. These two elements are often closely intertwined. When a girl feels safe, she can begin to trust, and when she trusts someone, she feels safer being herself. Emotional safety means knowing that her feelings will be respected, her thoughts will be heard, and her presence will be accepted without criticism or mockery. Many girls value relationships, whether with friends, partners, teachers, or family, where they don't have to walk on eggshells. In these safe spaces, they can share their struggles, admit when they're wrong, talk about their fears, or show their true personality without fear of being judged or betrayed. This freedom allows for deeper connections and real growth. Physical safety is just as crucial. Girls want to know they can exist in the world, at school, online, in public spaces, or at home, without being harassed, harmed, or disrespected. This includes protection from bullying, violence, manipulation, or any form of exploitation. Feeling physically unsafe can limit a girl's ability to explore, express, or simply enjoy life. When society or individuals fail to provide this safety, it undermines her well-being and sense of agency. Trust is built slowly through consistency, honesty, and respect. A girl values people who follow through on their promises, keep her confidences, and treat her with fairness. She is likely to open up to those who create a dependable, drama-free space where she feels she won't be betrayed. Once trust is broken, it can be hard to repair, and many girls learn this through painful experiences. That's why they often guard their trust carefully and place it only in those who have proven themselves over time. At a deeper level, safety and trust are what make exploration and risk-taking possible. When a girl feels safe and trusts her environment or her support system, she's more likely to try new things, speak up, take leadership roles, and bounce back from failure. These values form the invisible shield that gives her the confidence to live boldly and authentically. Ultimately, safety and trust are not luxuries, they are necessities. When girls have them, they flourish. When they don't, they retreat, hide, or become guarded. That's why many girls prioritize these values, not only for themselves but also in how they choose their relationships and communities. Let's stop in here for a minute. I would like to ask you, if you like this video, please give us a like, leave a comment behind, and don't forget to subscribe, since we have a new video every week. Self-expression. Self-expression is a powerful value for many girls because it allows them to communicate who they are, what they believe, and how they see the world. It's not just about talking, it's about being seen, heard, and understood in an authentic way. Whether through words, fashion, music, art, movement, or personal style, self-expression is a way of claiming space and saying, "This is me." Girls often grow up in environments that try to mold them into certain roles or appearances. Social norms, family expectations, and media messages can all place pressure on how they should act, dress, speak, or even think. In response, the ability to express oneself freely becomes not just important, but empowering. It's a form of quiet, or loud, rebellion against being boxed in. Through self-expression, girls can explore their identities. They learn what excites them, what bothers them, what they stand for, and who they want to become. It gives them room to play, experiment, and grow. For some, this might look like writing poetry or painting their emotions. For others, it could be sharing opinions online, wearing bold colors, dancing, or even choosing silence when words don't feel right. There's no single right way to express oneself, what matters is that it feels real. More than just a personal outlet, self-expression also invites connection. When a girl dares to express something vulnerable, unique, or unconventional, she often inspires others to do the same. It helps her find people who relate to her truth, not just her surface. In this way, self-expression can become a bridge, leading to friendships, creative collaborations, or community support. However, this value also depends on having the freedom and safety to express oneself without fear of punishment or ridicule. Many girls still face criticism or backlash for simply being different or speaking their minds. That's why environments that encourage open-mindedness, creativity, and individuality are so important. They allow girls to develop the confidence to stand in their truth. In the end, self-expression is more than personal preference, it's a form of identity, liberation, and voice. When a girl values self-expression, she is saying that her story matters, her voice deserves space, and she won't shrink to fit anyone else's mold. It's this freedom that often leads her to discover not only who she is, but who she is meant to become. Conclusion. In exploring these 5 values, respect, authentic relationships, independence, safety, and trust, and self-expression, we gain a deeper understanding of what truly matters to many girls. These are not superficial desires or passing interests, they are the foundations of a meaningful life. When girls feel respected, safe, free to be themselves, and surrounded by genuine connections, they are more likely to grow into confident, resilient individuals who can face the world with courage and compassion. Recognizing and honoring these values is essential, not just for girls themselves, but for parents, educators, friends, and communities who support them. When we create environments that nurture these principles, we're not just empowering girls, we're building a better, more empathetic, and inclusive world for everyone.